Donald Trump indicted on 7 counts regarding documents probe. A remarkable development that represents the first time a former president has been charged with a federal crime is the indictment of former President Donald Trump on 7 counts in the special counsel's investigation into leaked secret documents. According to Trump's lawyer, Jim Trusty, the president is also accused of violating the Espionage Act, obstruction of justice, falsifying or destroying data, conspiracy, and making false statements. The special counsel is looking into how Trump handled sensitive information that was delivered to his Florida property Mar-a-Lago after he left office in 2021, as well as any potential obstruction of the investigation and efforts by the government to recover the information. On Truth Social, the former president claimed that the Justice Department had told him that he had been indicted and that he had been summoned to appear at the federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday at 3 p.m. According to my attorneys, I have been indicted allegedly for the boxes hoax, according to the corrupt Biden administration, Trump said. Trusty said that although Trump's lawyers haven't seen the indictment yet, they received a summons through email from the Justice Department on Thursday outlining the charges. The U.S. Secret Service and U.S. Marshals did not receive early knowledge of the indictment and were taken aback by Trump's statement on social media, law enforcement officials said Thursday. This is a sign of how closely held the special counsel kept word of the indictment. The Justice Department is transferring additional resources to Miami, and according to officials and law enforcement, is currently rushing to be ready for the anticipated court appearance scheduled for next week. On Thursday, neither the Justice Department nor the special counsel released any statements to the media, and a spokeswoman declined to comment. The federal indictment is Trump's second criminal accusation of the year. The Manhattan District Attorney filed 34 counts of corporate fraud against Trump in April. A former president who is running for president again in 2024 while being investigated for his actions in 2 more jurisdictions and facing criminal charges in 2 of them enters a new and riskier legal phase with the special counsel's indictment. Now that the special counsel has filed federal charges against Trump, he will also be running against President Joe Biden in the next election. The White House opted not to respond when reached Thursday night. I am a guilty man. Trump has blasted the investigation by the special counsel and other inquiries into his behavior, alleging they are all attempts to obstruct him politically. The former president has vowed that his 2024 campaign will go regardless of any criminal accusations. In a 4-minute video that he published Thursday night, Trump reiterated several of his prior assertions, including that the Justice Department is being used as a weapon and that the investigations into him are election interference. I am a blameless man. In the video, Trump claimed, "I did nothing wrong." According to sources before the Justice Department officially informed Trump of the charge, Trump and his team pre-recorded the video statement, according to information first reported by the New York Times. The Justice Department's criminal investigations into the storage of secret information at Trump's Mar-a-Lago property and his attempts to rig the 2020 election, however, cast a shadow over Trump after he left office. Smith is still looking into January 6 and the attempts to rig the election. In his personal, business, and political lives, Trump has consistently dodged legal responsibility. Over the years, Donald has settled several personal civil lawsuits and paid his way out of legal problems involving the Trump Organization. He was twice removed from office as president by the Democratic-controlled House, but the Senate did not convict him. Trump's allies stand up for him. On social media, Trump's congressional allies instantly came to his rescue, just as they had done when he was charged in April in New York. According to a tweet from House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, "It is a dark day for the United States of America. It is outrageous for a president to indict the front-runner in the opposition. For years, Joe Biden hid secret documents," the California Republican claimed. Ellis Stefanik, a Republican from New York who chairs the House GOP conference, said, "The radical far left will stop at nothing to interfere with the 2024 election to prop up the disastrous presidency and desperate campaign of Joe Biden. America is having a bad day." Jim Jordan, the Ohio Republican who chairs the House Judiciary Committee, tweeted, "God bless President Trump." The indictment has given Trump's advisors more confidence, and they are ready to fight back, a person who spoke with Trump on Thursday told CNN. However, while Trump and some of his advisors may feel more confident as a result of the indictment, some people close to the former president have expressed caution and reluctance. Some of Trump's top advisors are aware of the risk connected with the federal indictment and think it will harm the former president in the long run, even though it might provide Trump with a boost in the polls and fundraising that could aid the former president in the Republican primary. Even in a week where several contenders entered the race, Trump's federal indictment will once again make the 2024 GOP primary all about the former president. Before the indictment on Thursday, several of Trump's Republican adversaries, including Trump's former Vice President Mike Pence during a CNN town hall on Wednesday, argued that the DOJ should not charge the former president. However, Thursday's indictment was cited by at least one Republican running in the anti-Trump lane as a justification for Trump to withdraw from the contest. While there is a right to the presumption of innocence for Donald Trump, the ongoing legal processes will be a significant distraction. Asa Hutchinson, a Republican candidate for president, stated that this reaffirms the need for Donald Trump to respect the office and end his campaign. According to several Democrats who investigated Trump when he was president, Thursday's indictment proved that no one was above the law. Another endorsement of the rule of law is Trump's alleged indictment on several offenses related to his retention of secret information. He pretended to be above the law for 4 years, but he ought to be dealt with the same as any other criminal. Rep. Adam Schiff, a California Democrat who spearheaded the House's first attempt to impeach Trump in 2019, wrote, "And today, he has been." Secret documents were discovered at Mar-a-Lago. When FBI investigators carried out a search warrant at Mar-a-Lago and took thousands of papers, including around 100 marked as confidential, they made the Justice Department's investigation into Trump's actions involving records from his time in office well known. In addition, the FBI served a subpoena on the Trump Organization for security footage from the hotel. In court documents, prosecutors had stated that they were investigating possible cases of illegal misuse of information relating to national security and obstruction of justice. The classified documents, according to an earlier allegation by the DOJ, were likely concealed and removed from a storage area at Mar-a-Lago to obstruct the FBI's inquiry into possible classified material handling violations by Trump. The Justice Department served a subpoena on Trump in May after he returned 15 boxes of records to the National Archives in January. They were looking for classified documents that remain at Mar-a-Lago. To comply with the subpoena, Trump allegedly gave instructions to his employees to look for any remaining sensitive information. His lawyers then informed federal investigators that they had checked the storage room and that all of the sensitive documents were present after documents were taken from the resort by federal agents in June. To comply with the subpoena, prosecutors said in August that certain documents were probably taken from a storage room before Trump's attorneys looked around. Prosecutors recently received testimony from scores of witnesses, including Trump Organization and Mar-a-Lago employees, as well as Trump aides. While many of the witnesses testified in recent weeks before a grand jury in southern Florida, the majority of the witnesses testified before a grand jury in Washington, D.C. During a meeting in Bedminster, New Jersey in 2021, Trump discussed a secret Pentagon document, according to an audio tape obtained by the prosecution. Trump confirmed that the paper was still classified in the video, undermining his claim that everything he brought to Mar-a-Lago had been declassified, which was originally reported by CNN. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.